man, it says we're live. Well, I don't know about all that. We ain't moving. We're not going anywhere. I've been here for 2.5 hours, and it ain't moved. The only reason anything moves is when they cut through the ditch and take the exit ramp, and then people move up a little bit. Yeah, I wish I had taken that ramp. There's some kind of a back way. The concrete truck's taking it now. I don't know what they're doing, but like I said, I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours, and there's a helicopter in the air, chopper in the air. I don't know if it's life flight or just news that they stopped us and, hey, check it out. We've got them all doing nothing all at once. But here he is. I went live on YouTube. It's just showing it. It's crazy. They're looking at what? He said, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't see if I can see him or not. Where is the chopper? Yeah, the chopper in the air. I don't see him. It's not showing up on the camera. Why wouldn't a helicopter show up on camera? He's in between them lines. That's crazy. Yeah, boy. Maybe we can move now. They're gonna get a good view of it. Can we please go? 2.5 hours later. It's just not gonna show that chopper. Super secret chopper. He's done waved off now. He got bored with it. And he went behind that sign. Anyway, I guess that was a thanks for playing kind of a thing. I don't know, man. I don't even know. The roughest road that I could find. Yeah, so it's backed up all the way to the North Carolina line from, let's see, what was it like? I wrote it down. I-85 is broken basically from the 83 to the 93, a 10-mile backup, and probably worse. That car got stuck because he was trying to, he thought he was going somewhere. I don't know, everybody was doing that though. He's not the dumbest one. Everybody else was taking it off the exit ramp. So, man, all I know is if you're coming out of South Carolina or North Carolina going into South Carolina, if you're going south from Charlotte on I-85, just don't do it. It just now opened up the break at the front of it. I don't know if they were, what could they be doing in this construction? They've been in the median and there's a Jersey wall in between. I don't know. There's no bridge span to be had. I don't know if they were doing a rolling roadblock to stop commerce from happening. They stopped me from doing anything, I guarantee you that, but I don't get it. The helicopter come and visited us, now he's over there. So, either they were just trying to quarantine a few of us, maybe hold me up from getting where I gotta go. I don't know. But I'm just telling you the truth. That it's backed up, that we just left a standstill, it's going to stay backed up for a long time, all the way to the North Carolina line. There was no truck stop to be had, and at some point I got to find one up here, so I'm going to get off this thing. I just thought I'd throw that up. After 2 hours is when I hit the button, or 2.5, I don't even know. Y'all stay safe and have a good day. We got issues with this road mess. Like I said, the rolling roadblocks that they do and everything else they do, I'm starting to believe they're trying to hold up interstate commerce. That's the only thing that makes sense. It's starting to not make sense anymore. Eisenhower told them to build this damn road, I don't know how many years ago, and they still ain't built it yet. It was supposed to be part of the New Deal. It was supposed to be part of the new road deal. The way I see it, the Germans built the Autobahn. So we kind of liked it, and we decided to copy it. And then, you know, every so many miles, you're supposed to have a straight line mile, 1 mile straight, so that we can use it for an emergency airstrip to defend our country too, right? Whether you knew that or not. And the way it's supposed to be built is up to standards of, you know, certain standards. But there used to be men that used to stand side by side, 5 wide, with shovels. Another row 5 wide, another row. There'd be 3 rows of them. One of them be shoveling the dirt smooth. The next one would be throwing out gravel. The next one would be throwing out the road. And it'd be just as smooth as any machine made it. So instead of having a laser straight line from here to Florida, they would have a road that was poured and done, and they left the town because they were done with the work. They're soaking up money. They put the money from the government into bank accounts, right? They soak up this money for this construction. They put it in bank accounts. They make millions off the interest alone. And they don't use the money. They throw out a bunch of barrels and call it construction. Or they just take forever like this on big projects, what they're doing, right? So what kills me is 2,000 years ago, the Romans had something called milestones so that they would know how to supply the army. How many miles out the army was, they would have milestones every mile. Okay, this guy invented a machine that would drop a stone every mile as they rolled it with them. And then they would put a milestone out there. Well, our exit markers were numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. It didn't matter how far they were apart. And we were 2,000 years behind renaming our mile markers to our exit numbers. So we're only 2,000 years behind on the milestones. So maybe I figure in 2,000 years they'll be done with this road construction. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think I'll give them about 2,000 years and a whole bunch of 2-hour backups at a time. Eisenhower told them to build a road. I don't know what president's going to ever tell them to finish the damn road. But this is what we get, and it holds us up, and I'm on a computer log, and I need a button so I can turn the computer log off and say, okay, y'all jacked me around for exactly 2 hours in this spot. I'm going to keep rolling. Thank you for playing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need, because this is holding up interstate commerce. You want to know why there's a shortage of truck drivers? It's because they jack us around with construction. They jack us around with delivery times. People are working 8 to 5 bankers hours, and they expect us, oh, it's after 5 o'clock, you got to deliver the next day. That's why there's a shortage of drivers. All the BS-ery of it all, right? So here's what I'm looking at today. I lost 2 hours for nothing. Idling, burning fuel. In those 2 hours, I probably burnt, I don't know, if it's a gallon to a gallon and a half an hour. Let's just say 2 gallons, because I did some moving. 2 gallons in an hour, 2.5 hours. Let's just say it's 4 gallons. 4 gallons times 3, 12, 50, 13 bucks. But then I lost money because I couldn't run. And instead of being able to run 60 to 70 miles an hour for those 2.5 hours and getting paid for it, it actually cost me money to sit there. And at the end of the week, my 70-hour clock will be down by 2 hours. I won't be able to deliver that final load. There you go. So, I wish they'd hurried up with this construction and quit playing. So, I'm going to get off this thing, people. We're only 2,000 years behind. What do you think? You think we'll catch up? I got a question. What are we going to do when they finally figure out that we got to leave this planet in a few million years? Got to have a spaceship to get us off of it because the sun's going to expand, right? I want to know, are we going to be 2,000 years behind on that one too? I'm just saying. Does it take this much? Like I said, they need to quit. soaking up the money and trying to earn interest off the government's money, putting it in bank accounts. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. And with the mile markers, they kept money in the banks. The last state to do it was threatened. They said, we're not going to give you any more government funding unless you change your mile markers. Those mile markers were changed the next week. They jumped on it. But they made $1.5 million to $2 million just in interest off the money that they were sitting on for all those years that they had and never changed the mile markers because they want to act like, well, you know, it's holding us up. They're making money off these Jersey walls, by the way. Each one of these little stone things is anywhere from 35 to 75 bucks. They rent them most times. Some states buy them and rent them out to the area they're in. And they're making money for those walls sitting there. If they take all these walls down, they'll have to have a place to put them, and they won't get rent money for them. Those Schneider eggs right there in the middle, that's what we call them. Those cones, Schneider eggs, because they look like Schneider trucks. And we say if they all hatch, we're all in trouble. Okay, a bunch of Schneider drivers everywhere. Those Schneider eggs, they have to rent those or buy them. It's a waste of money, and it's all because there's construction crews out there that the people at the top can make big off their salaries, sitting there and planning, but not doing anything to finish a road. I'm telling you, there's a worn out road called I-70 between Kansas and Denver, Colorado that they do better with than the 5 lanes of traffic that you'll find in most major cities where they're doing 45 side by side. I'm telling you, they need to learn how to manage the roads, and if they would just move that wall, we'd have 4 lanes sitting right here. No, watch these guys down here. One of them will be holding a shovel, another one will be holding a radio. They'll be looking all official, and they're wearing vests. Check it out. One of them's holding a shovel. No, 2 of them's holding a shovel. Or maybe the shovel's holding him up. That dude's busting up some brand new concrete that they just poured. It was brand new concrete. Let's bust a hole here, right? Let's make this thing last longer. And then a 15-minute union break every 30 minutes, and a union break. You know, I'm telling you, this is road destruction. It was fine before they started. It's not road construction, it's road destruction. I'm gonna get off this thing before I really tell it like it is. Y'all have a good one, stay safe. I hope you can make $1. I hope they don't hold you up where you're at. I'm gonna get off this thing. Y'all stay safe. I'm out. Peace.